Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm trying to. So I'm supposed to be simultaneously on Instagram, but it says we're having trouble streaming. And try it again. This is what happens when I guess that you trust in. Let me see. Add title. Sure. Public. Next. Bear with me, everyone. Stream key. So I think I need the key. Maybe I flip-flopped them and I put the stream URL instead of the key. Huh. Bear with me. I'm not ignoring anyone. All right, let me see if that worked. It has I'm guessing it's working. I don't know. Hope everyone's well. Chew, Alan, Aiden. Oh man. Peach State. Happy New Year. Hey, it says it's doing it now. I don't know if that really means it's doing it. If you all have Instagram, let me know if it's going live there too. I don't even, since it's a new feature, I don't know. It's all new to me. I guess it's working. Fingers crossed. Adrian, how you doing? Happy New Year. You guys had a great, as always, podcast, Adrian and Infuego. I'm sure you guys watch it, but if you don't, make sure to check it out. A League of Their Own and Mr. Infuego. Huh. Yeah. You know, sometimes I really do think I'm on top of it with technology, and then like other times I'm just not there. Guess that's what happens when you get old, right? I am completely open to you joining too if you want, Adrian. Let me share this. I'm sure you're probably a little tired though. Let's see. Oh, geez. Am I no longer in the Instagram thing that we had? I don't see it anymore. Did I get removed? That's so weird. Well, guess I can't share it. It shows I'm live. Oh, thanks, Alan. Ash, how you doing? Happy New Year. Bill, Happy New Year. Why is he on my TV? Yeah, don't waste a TV on me. You can waste like a phone or like a laptop, but yeah, don't waste your TV viewing. Are you guys doing anything fun? Is anybody in any cool places? Oh, thanks, Adrian. Have a great live. You guys are becoming the sports talkers. Meaning that you guys in your podcast can talk about almost anything, which is great. I did price and put stuff in order again, as always, but you're sick and in bed. Horrible, man. Is there anybody that you can at least blame for your flu or cold? That's always fun, right? Yeah, I saw Pete the other day. Only thing was, he brought over COVID. That can be the worst. Well, feel better, Bill. You have a great wife that will probably nurse you back to health, I'm sure. So I am just, I'm thinking, how do I clear this? No. Clear as both buttons. So I'm thinking I'll just start doing some lots, something different. A little bit hard to see here. This is Derek Jeter 5-card lot. And just started at 99 cents. Hey, Michelle, Happy New Year. New Year's Eve. Your father-in-law. Huh? Oh, you're blaming Bill. Don't start the feuds between family members. All right. So I'll start this at $1 if anybody is interested in the Derek Jeter lot. Steve, what's up, my friend? Happy New Year. Hope you're well. I enjoyed hanging out with you in the chat the other day when we were just, laughing. I'm all about the laughs, so. And even at my own expense, I don't mind. Dearman, how you doing? Hope everybody is going to be responsible, designated driver for those who drink, or, yeah. All right, we got a bit of a buck with 10 seconds to go for the 5-card Jeter lot. Aiden, I think Aiden was here. Not sure. All right. Alan won that. This is just to warm things up. I really don't. I don't know. I guess if it becomes a thing where people want that more, I can try it. But it'll be one of those things that with only 5-6 people around, it's going to have a little bit of difficulty. I don't know. I haven't ever since I got ill and wasn't able to do lives for like a long time. Just never got back there. I will. I mean, I got the stuff. I've got amazing cards galore, I would think. Anything that people are looking for, but I guess it's all about meeting the price. So I'm willing to take offers on anything that I show. So, except for myself, I'm going to stay strong on selling myself. Well, wait, I probably already sold out long ago. All right, so I'm just going to show some. Kevin, Happy New Year. Steve, yeah, feel better. Bill. I do have fresh holds. I don't know if I actually, I hope that I had them priced out. I have no idea how, but I lose stuff within like a week's time after having everything in order. It just all disappears. Actually, the one stuff isn't here yet. That the brand new stuff, Kevin. I have a bunch of numbered and jersey stuff that I did a trade for, but I'm not expecting it until after the new year. I thought I said that, but I apologize if I didn't. I'm off the board. Yeah, exactly. You could rub 2 nickels together and it would probably be enough for me. I don't know how I can lose stuff in here, but I had like some Tory Holtz I set aside, but I'm trying to figure out which box I put it in now. I need to get as organized as I am with baseball, with my football. That way, it'll be, you know what? That's my goal for the next sale. I need to put everything in that order. I'll hit you up though, Kevin. I'll let you know when I get it all priced out, and my goal is to get all of this stuff in player order like I have baseball. The baseball is on point. Anybody could ask me for a player or a team, and I would be able to show that in seconds. I found some, sure you guys have seen some of these before, but found some like interesting stuff when I was going through some things. Sport Kings doesn't have a license, I don't think. I think Leaf ended up buying them, right? As far as like logos. But I found, interestingly enough, like there's basketball in here. Got the John Elway 2-color. Gotta love that. Where is the basketball? Actually, I have hockey in there too. A little Joe Sakic time. Let's see, what else can I do? I could do you're also collecting low price Texan parallels. Some of the newer stuff, Kevin, like newer rookies. Is that what you're looking for? Hey, Bill. Vaughn Grisham, Dave Durango wants him now that he's a Red Sox. Oh, I haven't spoke with Dave in a very long time, Bill. Um, I haven't seen him in a live, and when I wasn't I wasn't even like watching Jab stuff for like a good 2 months there. So um, yeah, I just haven't talked to him. Hope he's well. Xavier, Happy New Year. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Got anything special going on? I'm writing that down for you, KH. I'm putting Holt, and then low price Texans. I couldn't tell you who's like on the team. I mean, I guess I know the quarterback, but I don't know like who's like the supporting cast. I know that for a while there, they kind of sold the farm, kind of like the Broncos did, to get different players, and you pulled over 100 whoa, that's a lot of rookies. 100 Adley rookies. Will Anderson, Collins. Oh, okay, so some of the throwbacks too. Nice. I would definitely have that. That is a lot of Adleys. Yeah. Congrats on pulling those. You're going to have a bunch of ripping stuff this year. That'll be cool. From across the last 20 years. Right on. It's the best time now is to buy a lot of the older wax because for a while it was super expensive. So they haven't released what the 2024 design is. Hey, Couch. There's Easter parallels like an egg. That's interesting. And a watering can. And some kind of flowers, I'm sure, right? Oh, Dearman said he saw the new design. Okay. That's some hot gossip info. Yeah, that'd be cool. Those the Halloween ones were really cool. And then I think there was one of the sports did a holiday Thanksgiving one, right? With turkeys and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I like the idea for holiday as far as a holiday. I don't like the idea of just coming out of nowhere with it. If like they just throw it into the set and they're doing like a year's worth of holidays, I don't know how they're gonna switch that up. Hey, Alan, let me know if you I'm pretty sure you still want these, but let me know if you want to work on any of these out of the ones I put aside. Some Mattingly stuff. Some Boggs. And then that Glaber. You've seen it also with Easter. So Easter is a real thing. They're actually going to do that. Is that because of a release date or why? I'm not understanding. Sounds good. I'll put that, and then I'll just throw those Jeters in too. Not sure how to do this. Give you the most for your money, I would assume, is the best way to do it. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. I'll just look for, I'll go the easy route and there we go. Someone leaked it. It's ugly. Oh, wow. Man, there are just, that kind of stuff would never leak before. In blasters only. Well, maybe because they do need some kind of quirky thing for retail. I mean, if you think about it, there's no exclusives, really. I mean, it used to be that you could buy a blaster. I think I was watching someone open an older blaster from like 2017 or 16 in that era, and they were looking at the odds on the gold, and they were getting like 2 or 3 per blaster. Now you're lucky if you get a numbered card, right? Hey, Floyd, you love the holiday idea. Well, if everybody's on board, I mean, that's a good thing. And the fact that they put it in the different sets, and if they have like some exclusive thing where the retail is exclusive, I like it. I wouldn't doubt it, Kevin. Like, I think I did put something up on Instagram where I was talking about that, like how paper scrap or whatever you want to call it from the printer goes out the door all the time. Like I have this one from, what was it, 2012. It doesn't have the auto on it, and it obviously shouldn't have been sent out in the wild, but I ended up with it. Don't know if I got it in a collection or where I got it, but when I was going through a box, I found it and I was like, oh, what is this? And I just said, well, I'm going to send it to the grader and figure out what the heck's going on with it. And then that's where I found out it was printer scrap. But not on a scale of this year's stuff, because, woo, they went to town, right? I like keeping weird oddity cards. Kind of like you did with the Santa Claus card, too. That one that I got back in, whatever it is, 2002. I mean, now they're putting his autograph in different things. It wasn't really a thing back then, holiday itself. So Tom Brady Chrome card recently. I've seen a lot of stuff on that. Watch different breakers, and I still think the bounty is out there for the one of 12 of 25, right? The one that has if baseball doesn't pan out, there's football. You got a pumpkin one. That's cool. Oh yeah, definitely. I've seen that stuff for sure. I think someone pulled the superfractor version of it. There was like the 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10, I think, too. They're going for ridiculous prices. I mean, to me, ridiculous prices. I know that the market and the high dollar thing is like how people flex these days. I mean, in comparison, I guess I'm like $1, or not even $1. I'm a penny box, a penny a card box guy or something, compared to how people are buying and selling. Yeah, the superfractor was pulled. What was it on? if gosh, I can't think of the name, but like where they do the top 20 cards, and like a bunch of them were Brady's. It's the hot thing. I wonder if they'll. I doubt they'll run out of product, but I can see them somehow capitalizing on it again, doing something. I mean, they're never going to recreate that, but 1 in 21 packs, rabbits. 1 in 56 flowers. Umbrella, watering can, roses. Huh. Nice. That's going to be really different. Yeah, I'm. You know, anybody who bought in at these prices is not going to be happy later. Not at all. They're. Hey, William. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things, kind of like prospecting. You, yeah, there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money on those cards, and someone's got to be left without a chair at some point. But I suppose, I suppose like who ends up being without the chair is probably someone who can afford to be without it. I just don't see those prices continuing for a Tom Brady auto, because I mean his autos are expensive, but when you have some of his autographs in a baseball product go for as much as his rookie, like I want to say a gem mint rookie, that's tough. I'm not sure who he's running from. I did see all that crazy stuff. I just don't. I don't understand anything. I mean, I guess there's no showing that you're guilty, like running. What is my plan for 2024? I'm going to completely 180 from openings. Probably not going to do those anymore, and I'm just going to do more information-based videos. So I really never was much of a. I would open retail here and there, but I've always loved to open things off camera. That's always been my thing. I've had to force myself to actually open things live on camera because I just want to open it. I don't want to have a reaction. I mean, it's not that I'm like manufacturing a reaction, but I want to come into it without having to think about it. I enjoy collecting a lot more when I can do it that way. Call me crazy. Okay. Well, I am going to just go through some different stuff, throw some things out there. I think last time I ended off around here. So maybe some reds. So I put a lot of stuff in order. Basically, I'm going to have the vintage first, then autos, then game use, then inserts in all of the different teams and sports. So yeah, I'm a parking lot ripper also. I love opening in the car and like, you know, people getting in their car, giving you dirty looks, wondering what the heck you're doing in a car. When I used to record in the parking lot too, oh God, the looks I'd get. People would stop and be like, what is this guy doing? Is he talking to himself? And, you know, legitimately, yes, I am. I'm talking to myself. I was enjoying myself too. All right, 1970 Pete Rose. $1975. 72 Morgan. Nice corners on these. Yeah. Bring back the parking lot. I know people who were, not to be crass, but they were bathroom breakers. And you really can't do that. I mean, it would be kind of funny if you, if that was someone's format, you know. Sorry, guys, the fan's really loud. 1973 Pete Rose. '71 Rose. Floating head. Whee! Sit at a desk. Yeah. That's a good way to do it too. I think more than not, I would open like in my bedroom or something like that. So if I picked up something, I was already kind of in solitude, and so then I would have a rip in solitude. The reason I started a channel is I brought my son with me to the national. What was it, 2020? I had been collecting for years. Obviously, everybody knows that. Worked in a card shop and helped my buddy part-time for since the 90s, collected since the 80s. But anyway, so we're at the national and he's like, you really should record it. People do reaction videos all the time. And I'm like, really? I'm like, why? So then I started watching them and I recorded a few different ones. It was definitely early off and I had no clue what I was doing. You could use the Ryan Leaf rookie. Oh, there's so many of them. The flash in the pan, or the ones that had expectations. I have boxes worth of that stuff. Yep, you could have the bargain rip. Here's a 72 Rose. Walt Dropo. From 59. Interesting alternate timeline scenario, yes. Tony Perez, 72. 70, Perez. Tom Seaver, 79. 78. My voice is already starting to get funky. This is not good. Fred Lynn. I don't know why he's in here. I mean, there's a red on there, but it's more of a red sock. Sneaking his way into a different box. At the time, I can remember Leaf cards going for so much more than Peyton stuff. Even Tim Couch stuff. I mean, yeah. We could do our own what if, kind of like Marvel is doing on the Disney Plus. Oh, that's funny. Dave Concepcion. I'm not sure what's going on with my voice here. This kind of just started. All right, drink some more water. Hoping that helps. Johnny Bench. Here's where the autos start. Hall of Famer Barry Larkin. This auto's out of 199. Frank Robinson is from the Nabisco All-Stars. Got the little COA. That one's 20. Pete Rose autos. Those are 15. Reds. You know, I won't just go through stuff just for the heck of it. So I'm not gonna. If anybody does want to see a team, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably just sit here and price. But I wanted to go through those real quick because I priced out some Griffey stuff. At least it's a Griffey, but he's with the Reds. Not everybody's a Reds fan. Everybody seems to want him in the Mariners uniform, but you can't always get that. Kind of another interesting one. The game use base was a huge thing that companies were doing. That one's 30. It's out of 50. I guess that's why it's more sought after. This ended up getting in the wrong box. Mike Schmidt jersey, that's 5. He's still got a couch rookie. I was going to ask you one time what the name came from, but I'm sure that's not what it's from. But it always makes me think of Tim Couch when I see your name. You're like, no, that's what it is. I'm a Tim Couch super collector. All right, I'm going to put him in a different box. So if anybody gets the urge, just let me know, and I can break out different teams. So for now, I'm here to chat with you guys and price. So let's do it. These were kind of cool. I think I watched on Jabs the other day. He was talking about chips. I bought some back in the day. I've got like a box full of them, but this one's like, so they're weighted differently too. Some are magnetic, some are not. Some have like autographs on them. Some have shiny foil. It was a really cool idea that I wonder if anybody's using it for like poker chips. There's got to be somebody out there who is. More bogs. I think everybody is going over to the more exciting lives, which I guess would be Adrian and everyone else. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Right on. That's how it started. And you're like, I'm going to use this. So you put it down. Oh, wow. So you were playing. So I guess you're obviously really good at pool. I did play some pool back in my day. But obviously I was never amazing. I would just do some tournaments locally for some scratch. You're 11 miles from Ethan. Oh, okay. Right on. Ethan's a great guy. Do you go to his shop? I really want to go there. I know that. So Floyd was here for a minute. He has gone there a few different times. He travels a lot, though, I think, for his work. Second cousin. That is crazy. He had a decent career too, I think. Um, he was just on the wrong team. He didn't have like a good O line ever. He didn't have like proper receivers half the time. And, I want to say that the defense would always give up a ton of points, so he was always playing from behind. So it was just really tough. Oh, okay. Still schooling people, though, I'm sure. You've been to Ethan's a couple times. Right on. Yeah. At some point, I do want to do that. I'll be at the National this year, though, so I'm thinking I'll maybe get to meet him this year. If they do another event like they did previously, where all the YouTube people got together, I will meet up with them. Probably wear a mask or something, considering how sick I got at the last one. But in 2021, when I was there, and 2022, I didn't get sick at all. I got sick in 2023, and I have no clue how. After even getting shots and stuff like that I could get so sick. I just ended up horribly. What's in the brewer's box? All right. It's probably mostly older stuff, but I think that's your wheelhouse too. But there's this card. I think we talked about this once before. The Yelich out of 10 auto from Museum. Robin Yount. I don't think that's the right price, but I could be wrong. Some of these, this was like at the beginning of the year when I used those labels, so I don't even use those anymore. That's another thing I want to do probably tonight. Just go through everything, reprice it. I know that it's kind of late in the game, and I didn't sell any of these through the pandemic, but I'm going to do these like limited edition mystery packs and put in like a bunch of chase cards, but make it so it's like worth, even if someone buys in at a $30 or whatever, they're going to get more than that in cards. So that is my hope, that I can do those. You just started collecting again? Right on. 88 to 94. So what are you picking up now then, David? What is sorry, when I say Floyd is also a Dave, so I didn't want to like confuse, but David Couch, sorry. Cecil Cooper out of 199 auto. Robin Yount, game used bat. Like as far as what I have too, David, I have a lot of stuff from different eras, but mostly like my wheelhouse of buying a ton of stuff was like the early 2000 to 2016. I bought a lot of wax, but it was all hobby. I was never a retail person, not until the pandemic, which is so weird. Sold Yount Relic, right on. I think they're both Yount. Just let me know if it's the bat or the jersey you're talking about. This one's 15 out of 99. Love those unis. I really have a soft spot for the uniforms that most people considered ugly at the time, but now that retro feel has become super, super popular. '22 update just to finish the set or older stuff. Right on. Yeah, Ethan's got an amazing selection. Always has great cards, always has great prices, and he does a lot of promotion stuff that's fun. I want to say that when I first got on, it was him and him and Jabs that I first started talking to because I didn't. I don't know. There were probably bigger people around at the time, but I kind of fell into those two, and I met Ethan through that when he was Ethan's Elvis covers and more. I think it was right. Jersey, and then the SP with picture. So that one. I think they're both SP. That's SP Authentic, though. Right, yeah. And then he was promoting stuff through Jabs, and this is when Jabs was more into promoting others. So if they had a donation, we'd always share their link because I mod in his chat, and it's like I just time-wise, I haven't had the time. My job got a lot more. The first one, okay. Got you on that one, Floyd. I just haven't had the time. I need to make the time. I mean, really, I have enough stuff. I could open a shop. I don't know if I can make that commitment. It's kind of a scary thing to do, you know? I mean, it's living the dream. I can tell you that. I worked in my buddy's shop for 25 years. Mike's Stadium Sports Cards in Aurora, Colorado. He taught me a lot about the hobby and about being an owner. So I think I could do it. It's just there's so much involved. I can remember many times where he wasn't sure if he could keep the doors open. I mean, there were some lean years in the hobby. I hope he capitalized on how amazing it got now. You just brought him an early Elvis cards that I had. Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, I sent him some Elvis stuff too, but it was all probably stuff he had. Yeah, I want to say it's in a more modern, like 90s. Sorry, Floyd. 2008 Threads, white pinstripe, Yount. That is a Robin Yount bat from Upper Deck, Hall of Famers. This is from the Upper Deck Classic set. There is a Yount and a Molitor. Fleer Futures, Bats to the Future. Oh, the name's Molitor. I like that. Look at that batting helmet. I want one of those. Pinstripe, Paul Molitor. Your buddy rents glass booth in Antique. That's a great idea too, you know? Every other week. Oh, wow. How does that work then, Alan? It's like, as far as I can remember, if you're not there, because they're open all week long, right? So if you're not there, like on a Monday through Friday, say you're working your 9 to 5, they are able to help people. I mean, certain places I've seen that, antique stores and or malls where they rent out the space are able to help people when they're not there. I'm not sure if that's an always thing. Sheffield rookie. Bernie's dugout. Trevor Hoffman. Yelich. And Yount. The 35th anniversary cards. Robin Yount World Series. It's kind of like an early refractor in the base set, or maybe a rainbow foil, early rainbow foil, something like that. Fleer limited edition Yount. Leaf, I believe that's the first year, 93. Brew Crew. People who own the store keep track of the sales. Okay, yeah. See, I can see that being really a good deal. This is from SB Legendary Cuts. Yount. Yount and Lyle Overbay. First year of the newly released Bowman. I don't want to say it's the first year ever, but when they stopped making it and then they came back and made it again. It's just such a great classic set. Love that set. Some more Yelich inserts. 70 years of tops. These are from 2021. Bryce Terang. This is a rated prospect. I'm not sure who he is. Jesus Aguilar. Orlando Arcia. Castanheira and Corbin Burns, which I don't think either of them are still on the team. Devin Williams. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I'm thinking of the first year that they did, Floyd, the first year they did the guarantee, where it was kind of like a rebranding. So when they first came out, it was just like basically like another Topps product, like another Topps. Same vintage stock. But then when they came out with that set, it's the first year they did the guarantee. And I can still remember getting that guarantee card and you know, I complete this set, and I think it was like $100 I could have got for it if I would have turned it in. But I think I just held on to it because the set was always, in Beckett anyway, seemed to be worth more than 100. It was like 150 or whatever. Feels like they sold Overbay out in the 70 years. All right, I got those set aside. And I think that is what I have for the Brewers. Don't have a ton of their stuff. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to. I guess I was thinking in my mind how it was like a rebranding. But yes. Rob, Happy New Year. Good to see you. I have to like hit you up sometime. I keep forgetting. I sent, I'm always picking up cards for you. And then I sent those ones and you're like, yeah, well, how much do I owe you? And I'm like, I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then I haven't literally contacted you in so long. We'll figure something out. I keep saying it. I did end up picking up a Whit Merrifield. Finding it is going to be funny, but I got your number, so I can always text you. Once I find it, I'll send you. He also sells, yeah, see, BCW, I had a buddy who did that, and he did it out of his storage unit. So he would buy a ton of stuff, put it in the storage unit, and he was stocking all different card shops. It was like a pretty good racket. So he would get like the truckload, a ton of different stuff, or pallet load, I should say. And then he'd hold on to it. He would call up the shops and be like, hey, what do you need for your supplies list this year or this month? And then he would like stock them up. But as a vendor and selling as being a wholesaler through BCW is actually a pretty good thing. I'm sure he's getting those BCW wholesale prices, I hope. Yeah, Rob. So that's the thing is I'm really bad about like contacting people on stuff. And not many people. Oh, I know you've all had this happen, but in a recent sale, I didn't. I think it was 3 hours I was on. At the very end, someone came and was like, "Hey, what's your graded stuff?" I showed him the graded stuff. He picked out a card. He bought it. I packed it up and shipped it out, and UPS lost it. And of course, I shipped it regular without like insurance because I just don't ever really do that. But it was just kind of funny to me. It's like, come on, UPS, USPS, you guys should have this down. Oh, he sells them to you at cost. Heck yeah, man. That is the route to go. I bought, so like monster boxes, I would buy them from him at like $2 each, something like that for the 5,000 count. You know, the days of that obviously gone, but I think I had to get them in like a bundle, which was like 25 possibly, or maybe 50. But you know how it's like, it's got that, oh, that bind across it. I can't even think of what the name of something like that is. I can remember buying lots of boxes of Finest and getting like no refractor. These are just a bunch of weird short print things. I can't even remember what any of these are. They're probably like photo variations or something. They did a lot more of that. Oh, Michael Waka. Hey, Kenneth, Happy New Year. All right, I want to look this thing up. It's out of 250. I think that's 2006. 2005. Playoff Absolute Memorabilia. None have sold. Of course. I don't know how that's possible. I know there are certain people who have to have every single card from these different players. Oh, there we go. I do that. Whoa, it did it again. So I was putting in 2,000 and it actually put in 1,000. I'm pretty sure there's no set with that distinction. It's probably like $3, $3, $4, something like that. He sells them. Yeah, that's great. Hey, Jay, Happy New Year. Found a bunch of Griffey stuff I need to price. A little bit of fuel. Gotta have some Sour Patch Kids. I didn't buy any. No, I shouldn't say that. I bought like 2 blasters, Dearman. But I can tell you that I've got a ton of 2021. I also like entered several different jabs like Box Wars. when he was doing like jumbos and things. So I ended up with so much stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That 1,000. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, the 1,000 won't work. I would. I really do wonder like how that happens sometimes. Ooh, this is a kind of a cool one too. A few Mattingly ones in there too, but I think these are like. That one's $1. And then I think these would be 2. Yeah, that's me. I'm all about it. Obviously, you can see mine are like portly fingers. I got the portly digits. That's $1. 2 and 2. Different inserts. Got to figure this one out though. Holy cow, I've got so many Jeter cards. I need to find the Jeter super collector who is looking to buy a ton of Jeter. That's just it. I think those are like $1 each. I'll look at this Flair one. I love that set. The Hot Glove set itself. One of my favorites. Yeah, so when I opened that Flair on my live, I'm sure a lot of you guys remember if you saw it. I ended up pulling the Hot Glove Griffey. Which I had this weird feeling like that I was going to get it too. Hot Glove Flair. Hey, Tim. I haven't spoken with him in a long time. Trucker Tim. I haven't really seen him. Looks like this one, there's 20, 15, 10. 10 on the Hot Glove. Nice card, though. That's what makes me need to go. I really want to go back and reprice all my stuff out. Really, if I have my druthers, I want to do everything auction style. I just don't want to have to put a reserve on everything, but I'm going to probably have to. And that's just boring. I wonder if I should just send all my stuff to Ethan. Found a bunch of pirate stuff too. I have no idea why I was holding on to so much. Have you guys seen these too? Where they, what was it? Year was it? 2020 did the medallion cards, rookie medallion. It's kind of heavier. I mean, it's styrofoam as far as like the meat of it, but then it's got this little rookie metallic symbol there, which is kind of cool. I'm sure you've got like 1,000 of these, Alan. I don't know. Which ones are you, which players are you looking for? I'm sure I can strike a deal. I don't know, like $3 each, something like that. Oh, buy them all for 3? Sure. I'll throw them in for you at that price. Why not? The thing about these and those other medallion cards is they're your hits in retail, which really sucks because on the secondary market, I mean, I've seen some of them go for a lot, but others not. It depends on the player and how hot they are at the time. More Mattingly stuff. Donruss Champions. John Gray. What a tough place to pitch, right? Pitching for the Rockies. TriStar when they were making cards. The short-lived TriStar cards. 2 of 18. Interesting numbering. Considering his number is 19, so I don't get it. They do some weird things. There's a Lyle Overbay sweet spot signature. I was buying a bunch of different Sheffields at the time. Castellanos rookie. Tomei, sweet spot. Cal Ripken, red, white, and blue. I love that one. Sweet spot out of 35. And Roberto Alomar. I think that's out of Leaf. Just a bat auto. Speaking of the powdered blue, the stuff they had for Atlanta too. Love that era. Bo. He's got such a nice signature, Sheffield. It's like one of the, I mean, I don't see his name in it, but it's a nice signature. Like some people you can look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's that person's name. But then other people, you look at it and you're like, all right, I see the S. Maybe I see the G. I don't know. You have 2 Cal Junior autos. Nice. That's a good one to have. I only have, I think, probably 2 myself. Miggy. Here's for some short print chippers that I found in there. I have boxes upon boxes of low numbered things. Just need to get it all up on eBay or do something. I'm not even sure how Benny or Warming Bernabel is as far as a prospect goes, but I was definitely into him. More short print weird stuff. Big Mac, who had like a huge following. I mean, I want to say that he still has an okay following. Oh, there's the Merrifield. Not a 96 from Archive Signature. Interesting one, though. Oh, yeah, I love this one. Whoa. Elite Dominator signatures. This was the year that they did a few different signatures of people, but it was a cool set, too. Yeah. I am notorious for believing in Rockies players, but I did pretty good with Nolan Arenado. Did all right with Trevor Story. I just bought every single one of them that I would see at the shows. Went pretty good, too. Well, I'm sure I'll still have this here for the monitor. Look at all these game used. I don't know if you guys remember Obach. That was another TriStar one. But they like numbered in the weirdest way. I want to say it's almost like a print. I mean, you know how they do kind of a foil one for most players, or most companies? That is like a secondary print on there. Ken Herbeck. See, I don't see the name. I mean, I see a K. I just don't see his name there. Like, whereas Moose, I can see that. Even Bobby. Even Joe Pepito. There's just some people that don't have a really nice signature. I mean, anymore, the time that people put into these autographs, nobody does that anymore. You're lucky. I was noticing, so I'm a big Jackson Holiday collector, and I have like multiple autographs of his. Some have, like, he has it like written out, Jackson Holiday, and then others, like his Bowman and whatnot, is like a circle, and it's like, did I say Holiday? Churio, sorry. I think I said Holiday because there is that player, and I just priced one. But no, Jackson Churio, where it's two different signatures. Old players didn't have to autograph literal hundreds. That's true. I mean, I would do that. I mean, I would definitely be on board with doing that. You have the same Padres Gypsy Queen auto? That's hilarious. We were probably buying the same stuff at the same time, Floyd. I wouldn't doubt it. Such weird numbering, too. Don Russ, I want to say that they were just like, hey, let's number this to whatever. Like these. That Henderson, 82. Oh, actually, now I do see it. It's champion years, I guess. Prime cuts. Another bow. Got a few different bows. Bow nose. Bow nose sports cards. Got a lot of Barry Bonds stuff too. Here's some more Griffies. I'm gonna put these with the other ones to price. I like this one though, the Lumberjacks from Leaf. That's the one I was talking about. Floyd, I don't know if he could actually even see my chats, but I was in a Pass the Live and I was telling them that I had the Lumberjack card of Griffey. I don't know if it's the same year, but it's like a wood feel to it. It even like is bowing. The Padres auto. Oh, from a Fairfield. Oh my goodness. I didn't buy any of that stuff, but it's got to be because here locally, we didn't really have any Fairfield stuff in shop or in that I was able to buy because it was all, I think I want to say East Coast, right? Fairfield's East Coast. Maybe not. Yeah, I definitely need to talk to him. I still, I did bring it up to him one time, and he said he fixed it. But then ever since then, I haven't even. Nobody sees my chats, so it's like I'm completely removed. I know that Corey, for some reason, hates me. I don't know what I ever did, but you can't please everybody. I just know that I can live with myself. I'm not a horrible person. I've never done anything that I would consider horrible. Where it's 90% junk. Oh yeah, I know that someone was telling me though that they were like $10 a Fairfield box or something, but they had repacks, but they also had like packs in there, right? So you could end up with like just different odd packs from different years, or it wasn't like, I don't even know if it had on there. I think it just would say something like a pack from the 80s or a pack from the 90s. I love odd patch things. And these weren't even, well, they were numbered a little bit, I guess, but they weren't super low numbered. Back when you could get amazing patches on a card that had 150. Fear of the Beard. What's up, Rick? Happy New Year. Yeah, it's already New Year for you guys, right? Right on. Glad you made it back, Alan. Hope you and the family are well, Rick, in Scotland. What are you guys doing, or what did you do for your New Year's? You're watching some. Okay, right on. Yeah, it's what, pretty late for you? I always forget the time difference, but I know that when I would get on, a lot of times we were staying up weird, odd hours when we were gaming together, for sure. Okay. So you guys have already rung in the new year, and you're like, why is everybody else so late? Why are you guys taking forever? There's a thing I noticed on, is it HBO, or it's just called Max now? But I noticed on Max that it said NYE across the globe or something like that. So you could watch and ring it in every time zone until it hit yours, which is it's kind of a cool thing. Yeah, definitely. I'll probably here in a little while. I've already been streaming for an hour and a half. I'll probably shut things down myself and go watch that. I was going to meet up with my family. I have family in town, aunt and uncle, and some cousins, and we're going to meet up tomorrow. We were going to meet up ahead of that, but then my aunt like literally is one of those people that by 8 o'clock she's passed out. So I figured if we went over there to like hang out with them and play games or whatever, they would be lucky to make it to like 10 o'clock. And not that that's a horrible thing, but I'd rather hang out with them on New Year's Day. And we could karaoke some U2 and sing that song. Mm-mm. So, yeah, if anybody else has a team they want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'll start shutting things down. And I may just come out with a different format next time I come on. I don't know. I really have to figure this out. There's so many people that are walking away from the hobby now, too. I'm not sure if it literally was just because of the pandemic that they got into it. But I want to say at least of the 20 close friends that I've collected with for at least over the last 3-4 years, 25% of them are or have sold everything that they have to get rid of it. Hey, Gravy. Good to see you, Eric. Happy New Year to you and Tamara. I mean, I get what they're doing, and I just, since I didn't really know them, a few of them, but before the pandemic, I don't know. Maybe they weren't collecting, and that was kind of their thing. And then now that they're not under lockdown, they're just like, I'm done. I'm done with collecting. Either their significant others gave them a spanking. I am not sure. Even when I was married, my ex-wife was like all on board for my collecting. She didn't like sports, but she wanted me to have a hobby, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was really funny because like my son, he is so he's so like his mom, where anytime there's sports on or anything, he just like leaves the room. He's 100% done with it. He knows that I'm not like a huge college sports fan because I don't know the teams, I don't know the rankings, I don't know anything really. I can get by. Probably because I know so many other sports. I can't do the whole. I don't have room in my brain for the college stuff. But anyway, like I was watching it the other day, and he's like, "You don't even like this. Why do you have it on?" And I literally had no. I had nothing I could say to him. I couldn't. I couldn't save face. I'm like, it's just because it's sports, and I like having it on the background. I don't know. I have no clue. I always loved bowl games as a kid. I grew up in Iowa, and the Hawkeyes, who were Iowa, they were Iowa City, I believe. But the team itself, the Hawkeyes, would always be in the Rose Bowl, or at least from when I was a kid, I can remember that. So I had a vested interest in that, only for that small bit of it being a local team. And obviously, Iowa doesn't have any pro teams. Um, we have a minor league affiliate of the Cubs, which was kind of cool. I don't know if even that is still there. I think it was Cedar Rapids. It's been so long. Yeah, I definitely think it's definitely going to be a flip of the '90s, when people. Now the strike kind of affected a lot more of that too, because it was like people got back into collecting at the turn of the century out. Maybe not turn of the century, sorry, like the turn of the decade. um, and when they did that, when the strike hit, nobody was like wanting to hold on to their stuff. That's when you could go to like a garage sale and offer someone $5 for like a their entire collection or something. But we didn't have any game used or autographs. I mean, there were, but it was a rarity if you found anything like that. And most of the people, if they sold their stuff, were holding on to those things for whatever reason because they realized how rare it was. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Rick, that's so true. Economics are not helping us. The boom time of the pandemic, when here in United States, Rick, we were getting like stimulus checks, and then people with businesses too were able to get like hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in their business to keep it afloat, and they use that to buy cards, which is crazy. Hey Tom, happy New Year to you. I ended up so I had a graphic design business, and then separate from that, I had a sports card show promotion business, and I ended up disbanding both of them during that time. I probably could have gone after stimulus money, but you know that isn't how I roll. I know a few people who that was their way. That's how they now have a better empire as far as like their footing, because they were able to take that money and invest it into themselves, their shop, their collection. Oh, Alan, do you have this? I'm pretty sure you have this. 2021. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Happy New Year. I figured you did. Do you have it on your tree though? I wonder if anybody's ever taken one of these things or two of them and then like cut out wood or something and put it on both sides to make it like more of a solid ornament. I'm sure someone has. Because as a little paper ornament, I think those things end up getting destroyed. I had a bunch of different ones from my son that he made over the years, where it'd be like a picture of him and like a snow globe, or a picture of him with like Rudolph antlers and a red nose. But most of them were made like on a printer, and every year that I pulled them out and put them up on the tree, they got dinged here and there, and eventually they just were destroyed. I don't think I threw them away, but we don't put them up anymore. He doesn't want them up either. He seems to believe that he doesn't. He never was like a child. He's just always been him as he is now. Those funny kids. What is it? Plausible deniability or cognitive dissonance or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Well, Happy New Year to her. Mason's not here, but I'm sure, Rick, he would say Happy New Year. He asks me at least like every few months or something, like if I've spoken with you, and I tell him that I've seen you in the streams, but I don't even have my Xbox out of a box. It's packed away since I moved in this new apartment, and that even before that I hadn't played it too much. I want to get back into it, but more than anything, and I think you do this as well, I use my PC for everything, and I just want to probably go that route for any kind of gaming that I do. It's just a lot more fun. I'm not tied to that. Also, I haven't really set up a living room in a while. David, I would absolutely love to see pictures of that. Did you really do a beer can tree? Oh my goodness. That's creative though. I mean, it really is. And for a few different classes for college, so I'm pretty close on my art ed degree. I haven't finished it yet. But one of the things we were doing is like making different things out of cans. There was no like express thing where it said do beer cans, do pop cans or whatever, but we did a whole bunch of stuff. I did like a train. I just know working with aluminum cans can be rough because it can be pretty darn sharp too. Hey Ash, yeah, I have all of this stuff now set up by team. Um, I want to say that I could show it to you that way, but I know that you were like working on specific sets too. I have the graded that I could show. I have when I went $1 up to like $100 in that format. I think a lot of people would come in and say, "Hey, do you have this specific team or you're this player?" So I thought it would be better to do it the other way. But maybe what I can do is like create both. Have like the backup stuff, the stuff I've already shown in the boxes by team, and then I just start with the $1 through $100 cards and do that again. Because I did find a lot more of the vintage stuff that I need to price out. I'm sure she did, Couch. I can imagine that there was like a side eye look and lots of finger waving, right? Yeah, Ash, just let me set that up for next time where I'll put it in the other order. Unless you can think of what I did for like every team now is it starts out with the vintage, then it goes into the autographs, then into the relics. But I have that on every team. So I could definitely show those things. But it's only like it's definitely not in like year order or anything like that. It's mostly, you know, just by the player stuff, and then it goes into autographs again here. I can say that again. Yeah, I can only imagine if I were to try something like that. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't even. I don't think I had the guts to try it. So, kudos to you for actually doing that. So yeah, this how I'm showing it's the format that I have it, all the cards right now. So let me just continue to show vintage stuff, but like so with the White Sox, I have one card in there. And then there are certain teams that are not going to have any vintage. Let's see, Angels. Do I have some different Angel stuff here? Nolan Ryan. How about the Yanks? Let me. I want to say that I don't have a ton of that. For whatever reason, I don't know if someone bought the team lot or what, but I don't have as much as I would want. Thurman Munson, Gil McDougall, Marv Thornberry. Gotta love the name Marv. Kuzova. And obviously, these are considered vintage, but you know, I'm sure as a purist, you're not looking for that. Oh, and then the 73 was the Ruth. I have a lot more that I need to get priced and put in there. But I have the graded stuff too, as always. I think there's probably more Yankees in the graded stuff than anywhere else. Hank Bauer. That's a PSA 6. Serkant. Bob Turley. Yeah, see, there's probably more Yankees in the graded stuff. Corky. Mickey Mantle. And then some other guys. Gaylord Perry, 1964. PSA 8. Jim Palmer. 62 stamp. Eddie Matthews. Bob Clemente, Hank Aaron, and Willie Mays. Oh, I imagine. I'm broke and I don't even have that to say, David. It's so out here for rent too. It's absolutely ridiculous. I pay 2,500 for a 2-bedroom, and it's not even a super nice place. It's just the money I make pretty much goes to rent, food, some bills. Yeah, such is life, right? I plan to move back to Iowa at some point. That's probably when I'll probably start a shop. Uh, Rent there is ridiculously cheap. So I could do that and transplant myself, because a lot of people I've talked to are like, well, what are you going to do for a job? And there's so many things I could do. I mean, I could even sell stuff on eBay as a job. Sorry, I'm not reading the names. For some reason, my voice is going. Fisk, rookie. 72, Bob Gibson. These are all like recently checked prices too, so they should be on board. 74, Winfield. Excuse me. Dale Murphy, rookie, PSA 7. Lou Whitaker, PSA 7. No, that is not even a mortgage payment, Tom. That's an apartment. Good God, mortgage payments are probably like 3,000 to 4,000, I'm sure. Because most of the houses out here too, the median price I believe is 500,000. It's literally California prices. Something happened. Welcome back. A 78 Murray rookie. Harold Baines. Yeah, my voice is really going. This is weird. 82 Expos Tim Wallach rookie. Mark Langston, tops traded. George Bell, 84 Donruss rookie. Langston actual rookie from 85. Barry Larkin, PSA 9. Roberto Alomar, 88 traded rookie. 89 Griffey rookie, PSA 9. Excuse me. Randy Johnson rookie, PSA 9. Derek Jeter, Gem Mint. Score rookie. Ryan Howard, Christian Yelich. Yeah, taxes too. Floyd, they just changed the property taxes. People are paying now 5 times what they would normally pay. And this all happened within the last 2 years. So there's people losing their houses, retired people who are living off a fixed income, losing their homes because of that. They can't afford to pay their taxes on there. I'm sure they could do a reverse mortgage or something, but yeah. I don't even know what that thing's all about. Correa, Nolan Arenado, Chrome first. Yeah, this isn't vintage, sorry. It's just graded going into this in a Machado. $9.25. Yeah, I think is it 10 in Denver now? Because you got city and state, so together it might be even more than that now. it's impossible to like even keep up with that stuff anymore. Five acres. Wow. Yeah, see, that's more manageable. I've been seeing it for a while. Something's got to break, but I feel like it's going to be the people before it's going to be anything else. For a while there too, that they they've built a ton of things out here too, and not just homes, but apartment homes as well, to keep up with the amount of people moving in. Now, it used to be that there was not a house on the market that people could buy because they were selling so quick. The minute someone listed it, it was sold. Now I'm seeing a ton of different places staying for sale for like months at a time. Whereas before, the instant it hit the market, it was sold. No income tax? Oh, wow. Chicago is 11%. Yeah. Is yours, Tom, set up as city and state where it's like together, or is it? I just know, I've never really checked it in a while. But Aurora, which I'm very close to, the sales tax was 8 years ago. So I'm thinking it's way more than that now. Yeah, I hear you, man. Stay in the country. If it wasn't for my son, who's in college right now, we did all that stuff where we went and visited colleges last year. He is now in college, just finished his first semester. Once he's done, I will probably leave, but as is, I don't want him to have to like uproot. So I'm kind of staying here for that reason. But by the time I'm betting, by the time that I leave, things will have like turned in a different direction. Whereas it'll be cheaper and the actual housing market won't be so ridiculous. Because I want to say that it's like $375 is for like one of those really small 700 to 800 square foot like small houses with no basement here in Denver. It's just really ridiculous. I mean, why would someone want that? I just don't know. I'm also 6'1". I guess if I was a little bit shorter, I wouldn't mind it so much. I mean, it's the same reason I can't have a, what are those things called? Mini Cooper, because I wouldn't even fit, I don't think, unless I had the seats all the way back. Yeah, my voice is going. Found this in a box the other day. Kind of cool. Draft day. I don't even remember pulling it, but I guess I did. Gotta love those kind of surprises. 2-bedroom house in the country is 500 to 600. Good Lord. Yeah, see, I could afford that easily. As is, every bit of money I make goes to paying utilities, paying the rent, groceries. gas. Being I don't have like a roommate, so my son, as he's going to school, he's not working. I'm not requiring that he does because I really want him to concentrate on it. But if I had a roommate, I think it'd be a lot easier to manage, because I know some people who have roommates and they're still barely making it. So then again, they might be living out of their means. I don't. I'll eat some top ramen like anybody else, macaroni and cheese. I'm not proud. A buddy of mine called it like trailer park food, which I guess. Good enough for me. All right. So I think I'm going to get off, guys, since my voice is going. I would love for everybody who comes to the auctions a lot more to maybe like give me some suggestions of how they would like to see the sales auction format and how I can make it better for everyone in the next year, because I'm really curious as to what everybody's looking for. I know that a lot of people go to different people for sales auctions, and I know the format that a lot of people use. I'm just let's see, 15 Floyd plus the 4, so 19. You like the current format? Okay. I'll just get a lot more, I think, as far as the cards are and the order that they're in, and then I'll do a bunch of the stuff that's in like the numbered order, the newer things that I get priced out. Currently, I've just been putting them here in the different boxes, but unless someone's asking to see the White Sox again, they're not going to know that I just priced like 10 different White Sox cards, or that I priced a bunch of Tony Gwynn's or Ozzie Smith cards, you know? It's one of those things that if it comes up as I'm going through the prices, it's more in your face. Whereas you may not have been looking for that card, but it's a card that you'll take at that price. So I would really love to do the 1 minute auction. But when I'm averaging around 10 to 15 people, it's just not enough people. I mean, you look at anybody who does the auction format, they've got a lot more people. Dougie, Happy New Year. So Eric, you're okay. Well, then I'll keep it. I think as the baseball season starts too, it's gonna bring more interest for people, and maybe even the playoffs through football. Woof woof. Hi, Doug. I hope you're doing well. I recently pulled some more Chris Bryant's. I don't know. Is your daughter still picking those up? I have like a bunch of them I'm going to send at some point. Even if she doesn't care, I'll send them to her. All right. Sounds great, Floyd. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sean, how you doing? Good to see you. Still going strong. Okay. Well, I have things I will put together, and then I'll just probably hit you up on Instagram again for your address. I had it all saved in what's it called? PayPal clip. What is it called? Shipping. I forgot the name of it now. ShipStation. And what I didn't know is that it actually like disappears after 3 months. So anything that I did previously, I can't even see them. Oldest card in my PC. It's a Leaf card. Let's see. Now you got me thinking. It's somewhere in here, so let's see. That's a 49 Bowman on the Robin Roberts. I don't think in my PSA stuff that I have anything older than that. Let me look. This thing is like ridiculously hard to get into. Oh, 33 Gaudy. Okay, that would be my oldest one. And that's a Eddie Collins rookie. And then I think most of the other ones I have are 48, 49 Bowman. As far as a second place. I would love to get this put over into a PSA. I'm just more of a PSA fan. This card's great. I'm a sucker for the rookie reprint autos or ones that look like the rookie. Something about that. She got you a Musial rookie? Ooh, that's a nice one. I don't think I have a Musial. That's a keeper. The girl and the card. I got some other ones here too. So the guy who did the "It's a trap," the voice of Admiral Akbar, he passed away. And the Pele one's a nice one too. Don't really see many Pele autos. Or Leonard Nimoy. All weird PC stuff that I have. I just like, let's see, Gretzky. This one means a lot to me because I pulled it. I know we all kind of feel that way about most of our cards that are pulled. More of a connection. When Be a Player did the sets, they had like out of 10 autograph jerseys starting in 98, 99, I think. So these aren't the best grades on a lot of them. Those are, though. Sakic and Forsberg were my guys through that era. So I just tried to get one of each of those. I've shown you guys the game-used autograph sticks, like actual sticks I have of theirs. I'm not more of a hockey fan than anything else, but I don't know, I picked up more of it at the time. There's more of those rookie reprint autos that I love. Yeah, I love that card, that Mario. Is it because they couldn't get the guy to do his voice? That's crazy. I didn't know that that's why they did it. I thought it was just the horrible storytelling by the directors. But yeah, in like the EU expanded universe, whatever you want to call it, or the non-Disney stuff in Star Wars. I mean, he had a storied career. Akbar, that is. They ended up with his kid in it, and yeah, I didn't really care for that. All right, take care, Floyd. Happy New Year to you. I hope that you have a great night. Your stepdad was born in Uruguay. Oh wow, wow! You you got a lot of famous people within the family. I'd love to get a Pele rookie. I remember I had a buddy who was just super into soccer stuff, and I was like, I don't know anything from anything. I ended up buying this collection, and because I didn't know anything about it, I just told him, dude, keep your soccer cards because I think you're going to be happy later on if you have those. And he was, because he had a lot of that early soccer, things that he wouldn't be able to replace now. The old SGC look, pretty ugly. But that's kind of cool. Can't really see it, but it's sports card guarantee. I was trying, Sean, I was trying to go for one Hall of Fame rookies that were graded 6 or higher. I tried to do that for a very long time, and yeah, then it just got too expensive to even keep up with. But it's stuff I kept in my collection. I should have probably sold some through the pandemic, but it's another thing. I'm not necessarily into this for money. I'm into it because I like it. I love collecting. Like you guys, it's just fun. All right, I'm going to call it, guys. Oh, I just noticed I have 2. So I have a Mario 8 and then a 7. And a Bork 8. I don't know where my wah is. I had a wah in here, but it's not. Can't find it no more. Yount and Brett raw rookie. Yeah, I might have well, I'll have to look again, but I might have. I don't know what condition, but I might have those. That set's just my absolute favorite because of the hideous nature of the colors. Because I want to say that I actually have a set. I'll send you a message if I do. I just need to find it if I can find it. I have a lot of cards too that condition horrible, but I just enjoy the card. I think that's the important thing, right? It's that excitement we get from those cards. I'm sure you got a lot for it though, Tom, when you sold it. I have I want to say it's either a Brett or a Yount mini graded right now, but it's SGC. So it's yet another one that's in the funky format as far as the size of it goes. Here, you'll like this one, Tom. I want to get that put into a PSA as well. I think I might do that this year when I go to the National. It's just, instead of grading a bunch of new things, I'll just take it, certain ones I have, and cross grade it to a different one. I want to say it wasn't that expensive when I was looking at it last year, like 25 plus the grading price maybe, to have it reslabbed, like cracked and reslabbed. Jabs had a 75 mini set he sold. Is that not enough, or is that too much for his mini set? I didn't know he did the whatnot. All right, Happy New Year, David. I enjoyed talking with you. Talk with you soon. Take care. You're not the conditions. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk for sure. Tom, was he mad? I mean, prices and stuff like that. I mean, there's he paid over 1K for it. Yeah, there's so much of that going on, though. Anybody who did a big purchase over the last 2 years is, on a card anyway, has probably lost money. It's depreciated a little bit. Yeah, I was just gonna say, so he got 600. He paid 1K for it. Alan, Happy New Year. Tom, Happy New Year. Sean, Floyd, Eric, Tamara, Doug. I hope everybody has a great New Year. Ash, Rick, Johnny. Appreciate you all stopping by. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.